Right guys, we're here at a very empty Santa pod. This is by far the quietest day I've ever done. Like, there's no queue, we just go straight out. It's mental. Way too hot. Couldn't stop, it's too much fun. Alright, we got a bit carried away there, but I was going to do some kind of intro and explain what's going on. Right, Santa pod, obviously, very quiet, obviously. We basically get as many laps as we want, and we've just been out with these guys, cut loose. But yeah, today I was originally going to just try and practice like quicker transitions, drifting with a bit more angle, because they're two things that I feel like I need to improve on, especially after watching the Drift Cup footage. But in like the first session, I've kind of, because it's bone dry and loads of grip and loads of room, it feels quite easy to do both of those things. So like, I think we'll probably just spend most of the day just trying to twin with those cut loose guys that were out with a second ago. But yeah, we'll see how it goes really. Just going to play it by ear. We've got so much seat time today that there's no rush to do anything really. Because there's literally about 5 cars on the main track. That is it. So yeah, it's quite hard though, because you've got to sort of tell yourself when to come in, because they're not flagging the session like they normally would after 4 laps. You end up doing 5 or 6 laps and everything gets really hot. So I'm just going to come in, be sensible, cool down for a bit, and then we'll go back out, see if we can do some twinning. Might just drive around this bit just to save the tyres, to be honest. It's a pretty brutal corner now. Oh, we're hitting in there, I'll be honest. So many laps means I'm just getting through tyres like mad. So yeah, I've done probably 3 sessions and that's a set of tyres gone already that normally last most of the day. So yeah, we'll go swap these over, grab some food and then get back out there. curbs are brutal. I thought it was going to be worse if they're hitting that curb.
Yeah, so did I.
Behind you.
I'd rather you not damage your car.
The fact I can smell it is not ideal.
It's quite strong, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, your diff's leaking oil.
Oh, the diff. Oh, shit. It's gone out near the top somewhere.
The casing's cracked or what?
It's the casing that's gone.
It's dripping right next to the exhaust.
It's dripping on the exhaust and it's hot.
Oh, I think just turn it off and just push it back.
We'll push it up to the top. Yeah. Just in case.
Oh, it's like an electric car. Sorry! Alright, so I had a quick look underneath. A couple of people came to help me as well. Big thank you to them who came to give me a push and everything. And yeah, we all had a look around. Can't really see exactly where the oil's leaking from. Obviously it's the diff, but don't know exactly where. It's not anything obvious. So yeah, I just loaded it onto the trailer, head home, and then figure it out once we get back. So yeah, I'll see you there. Alright, so back at the unit, got it up on the lift to have a look. As you can see, everything is covered in oil, as you'd expect. And at first, I came around here and I stood here and I thought, well, it's obviously the seal on the side that goes into the dry shaft. That bit there, where you can see the end of the light. It's obviously that because everything's pretty much dry above there. It's just all wet underneath the dry shaft. So it's obviously just the rubber seal on the side there. Cool, I'll just whip the diff off, get a replacement seal, job's good 'un. But I happened to post a picture on Instagram on my story of just this bit, just saying like how wet it was. And somebody noticed that there's this fucking hole at the bottom of the picture, which when I'm stood here, I can't see at all. But if you come right around underneath, and I don't know how I didn't spot this, I think just because I was straight away just looking at this side thinking, well, it's just all wet coming from there, so it's got to be that. But yeah, no, it's this massive chunk of metal that's hanging halfway through my diff. So yeah, I'm gonna have to, well, I was gonna say I'm gonna have to get a new diff, but luckily I was slightly prepared. I was slightly prepared for this, and I actually bought a couple of months ago a spare diff case. It's got a stock diff in it. So yeah, I'm gonna open this one up and see if we can figure out what kind of LSD is inside it, or if it's just an open LSD. Well, it's not an LSD then, is it? It's just a D. So yeah, that's the plan. Open this up because this one doesn't have any holes in it. Then I'm going to have to get some new bearings, like the side bearings in here, new seals. Also, it looks like this one's already had upgraded bushings installed, or like at least new bushings. I'm sure the stock bushings didn't look like that, and they're way too clean. Like on both sides, they're really clean. So I feel like someone's maybe already upgraded the bushings on this, which is nice, because that was a pain in the ass to do, and that was one reason I wasn't looking forward to swapping queso, was that I'd have to do them again. But yeah, it looks like they've already been done, so that's cool. So yeah, that's the plan. Open this up, see what kind of diff is inside it, and then go from there, really. Obviously, we've still got to get the old one off as well and clean everything up, but that's not too hard. Luckily, I know it's just disconnect like 8 bolts, which are fairly easy. Those 4 bolts on the prop. And then, oh, you've got to take all the exhaust and the anti-roll bar off as well. It's a bit of a fuck about, but yeah, it's not that difficult or anything. It's just a little bit time consuming, but not the end of the world. So yeah, let's do that. And let's figure out what's inside here and go from there. Alright, I just opened the oil drain plug, expecting like a little bit of oil to still be in there, and all that came out was lumps of metal, and just heard like just things hitting this oil pan. So yeah, oh, there's literally like sharp bits of metal in there. Oh my god, that is properly fucked. The magnetic drain plug as well looks as you would expect for something that's had, oh my god, like that is a lot worse than I was expecting. I don't know how we still managed to carry on drifting after it started leaking, because obviously the point when it started leaking was presumably as soon as that happened. Oh, that moves a lot more than I expected. Yeah, I feel like it's just a mess of metal inside there that is well and truly fucked. But yeah, like we must have done a full lap of pod, still flooring it the whole way after that had started leaking.
A few moments later.
I was expecting a bit more carnage, to be honest, but basically we're missing a bolt there, which I kind of expected because we found one lodged in the side of there, didn't we? If you can see that. Yeah, there, that is where one bolt has gone. What I wasn't expecting though was that there's not just one bolt missing, there's another bolt missing, and also these are finger tight. Like I can turn them with my fingers. I shouldn't be able to turn that. These should be really fucking tight, and yet there's 3 of them that I can turn with my finger. So I don't know if what's happened is they've just come loose and then that's caused the problem, or if something else has happened that's then caused them to come loose. Like if one of the side seals has gone and it just leaked all the oil out, I mean, I don't think that would make bolts untighten themselves, would it? It seems a bit odd. So yeah, I'm thinking at the moment that it's just literally that these bolts have come loose over time. I don't know why they would, because I did them all up to the right torque specs, used thread locker on them, like the right kind of thread locker and everything that you're supposed to do. But yeah, they've come loose. Maybe I didn't use enough thread locker, because like looking at that, it doesn't look like there's any on there. But I definitely did. I definitely did it all by the book. Spent ages like researching exactly how you're supposed to do it all and everything. And I mean, we did the one on the 86 as well. Like me and Baldioda did the diff on that in the exact same way, and that's been fine for like 2.5 years. So yeah, this is obviously the problem. But yeah, there's not really actually that much damage in it. There's a few score marks on there. That bit's quite bad, I guess. But like overall, yeah, I was expecting more destruction in here, really. I'll take the bearing caps off and pull the whole diff out, and we'll see if we can find where the other bolt went. Right, I've just pulled the diff out, and there are both of the bolts that were missing. So, oh yeah, that one's got nicely mangled, hasn't it? That's what it's supposed to look like. Although, okay, not quite like that. So yeah, they've both just got fucked, and obviously made a nice little hole through the side of the diff with the shims that go on the side there. But yeah, again, like it's not as bad in there as I was expecting. I don't think you guys will be able to see anything really. Yeah, there's the pinion gear, which can't turn it from there, but it doesn't look like it's damaged as far as I can see. Yeah. So I don't think the bolts like got stuck in there or anything. I think they literally just got caught between the ring gear and the casing down here and just pushed through. Like you can see where it's dragged it. Well, again, you guys probably can't see it because of the light, but there's like some score marks where it's dragged the bolt down and then into there. So yeah, I think that's what's happened. But like I say, it's a bit shit because I did everything by the book. Did it all properly when putting these on, and then they've come loose. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do differently next time. I've just ordered a replacement diff, same one but the Super Q version, so it should be a bit less clunky, a bit quieter, which doesn't really matter for drifting. But the logic was just like, this one was really clunky and loud and made lots of horrible noises, and it's broke, so maybe we go for a smoother one and hope that it doesn't break. But now that I've seen that it's just the bolts have come loose, I don't think that had anything to do with it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'll just stay sat here and think about what I've done, and yeah, see you in the next video.